Rabbeinu Bechaye and Sforno tell us the nature of this week's Parsha. It comes to tell us the national institutions that we, Am Yisrael, as a nation possess. The Shoftim and the Shotrim, the judges and those who execute the judgment, Kohanim, Batei Din, Melech, all the institutions that will make Am Yisrael a nation. It is with that knowledge that the conclusion of our Parsha is somewhat difficult to understand. Our Parsha concludes with the laws of Eglah Arufah. What happens when a body is found dead, murdered, and we do not know to whom to ascribe the blame? There the Torah tells us that the Shoftim must come and they must declare, Yodenu lo shafchu es hadam hazeh, while they bring the Eglah Arufah as a kapara, as an expiation. And of course there are two questions. Why is this the conclusion of our Parsha that deals with so many national institutions? Would not the summation be more appropriate with Beis Din, with the Chachamim, with that of Melech? And secondly, why do the Chachamim have to say, Yodenu lo shafchu es hadam hazeh? The Gemara in Masechet Sotah Daf Nun Hey already asked, V'chi al datenu alta? Would we ever consider the fact that these Dayanim were the murderers themselves? The Gemara explains that their sin was that the city did not provide appropriate escort for the person who was murdered. He left the city unescorted, alone. And because of that, he was left prey to those who would take advantage of him and eventually kill him. That is the expiation that's necessary. And that the question begs to be asked. The Rambam in Hilchos Avelut, Perek Yudalid, tells us that the minimum requirement of livui, of escort, is only 4 amos. It is merely symbolic. One does not expect the host to escort the guest to his next destination in the entire way. How is it then that one could be held culpable for the fact that the escorting did not take place? In fact, if we think about all the actions that we do, we will be aware that they're very limited in value. All that we can do is to express hope that Ribono Shel Olam takes notice and gives his help. That is the nature of tefillah. We raise our voices in prayer and we hope that God will listen to us. The Kohen Gadol, who is of national importance and bears responsibility farther than others, his death is a sign of the release from the Ir Miklat. Why? Because he did not pray that no bad events would occur during his tenure. How could he prevent them? But he was obligated to pray that nothing bad would occur in order to prevent and to protect the people whose responsibility he held. After all, the Kohen Gadol brought the Kapara on Yom Kippur for the nature of all the nation, for their own protection. It's thus that we can understand why the Torah that deals with national institutions concludes our Parsha with the responsibility of the Dayanim to make sure that there's proper livui, escort for those who come within the realm of the city. We cannot be satisfied with merely the functioning of a Beis Din and a king and a Beit HaMikdash and all the institutions of the nation if the individual as a private citizen does not do his part. One cannot raise their voice in protest to say, why are they not doing their functions when I did not do mine? Even the smallest of activities are required by each and every member of the citizenry to make sure that the nation is able to function in its appropriate way. I cannot be responsible for all that is done, but I cannot shirk my duties. If in fact, Eretz Yisrael, under the guidance of the national institutions, will be a people, a government of the people of Israel, then all have to do their functions. The institutions and the appropriate citizenry, everyone doing their own part. That is the nature of the Zakenim. They have to instruct us as the individuals, give the proper escort, show the proper care, show the proper love. For if on this world we show our love and our care, then we can hope that the Ribono Shel Olam will offer his protection, his divine hand of guidance and defense against all those who wish to impose their rule in an unlawful, illegal, and violent way. If we learn to do our part, we can ask the Ribono Shel Olam to do their part as well. What a fitting conclusion for the Parsha that deals with national institutions, that each and every member of the citizenry should do their own part as well to bring peace and security to Am Yisrael in Eretz Yisrael. Shabbat Shalom.